Hi, beautiful beings, and welcome to another live where we're cultivating more love and join our lives through what we're selecting, what we're highlighting in our consciousness. Now, I just posted a post about your algorithm being like your mind, right? Your algorithm is like your mind. Whatever you're lingering on, whatever you are watching, you're getting shown more of. It's as simple as that. I gave a story of I saw a video came up on my feed that was have you seen those weird AI generated stories? They're I don't know, romance novel things, but AI video. And one came up that was anthropomorphized light sockets. And I was like, what the fuck is this, right? What the heck is this? And then it kept coming up, so I just kept scrolling past it, and now it's not coming up anymore. I've mentioned it twice, though, so it might pop up again. But if that's the case, that's fine. I'm just going to keep scrolling past it. The point is, whatever you don't like, you scroll past. Whatever you don't like, you scroll past, right? I'm like, I don't need light sockets as people being like, oh my God, charge me, or whatever the fuck it was. So funny. But yeah, I'm like, that's not what I need on my time or in my mind. So scroll past. It's as easy as that. And it is as preposterous, right? You don't need it. You don't need it. You can have whatever you desire to experience. If you don't like the things on your algorithm, you train your algorithm by what you're watching. I keep getting all these tarot readings. Yeah, because you keep watching them. If you don't want them, scroll past them. Why do I keep seeing things about people in horrible relationships? Because you keep watching it, queen. Scroll past it. Scroll past it on your feed. Scroll past it in your mind. That's what I'm saying is a thought comes up. Who gives a shit? Next thought. What do you prefer? Oh, but it keeps coming back because you keep freaking out about it. You keep being like, why are these light sockets on my thing? I didn't ask. I just said, you know what? I know why it came up multiple times because I watched it for I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute. I was just like, what is this? I was like, I don't need to know. Don't need to know. Scroll past it. Woke up with an intense throat pain after nap, maybe because of fan on. What do I do? Your throat is feeling so much better. You know exactly what to do. You're taking care of your physical form, whatever you decide to do in the physical. If it's drinking water, if it's honey, and then you're just saying to yourself, my throat is feeling so good. I'm just so hydrated. Decide what it meant. Oh, it was after my nap because the fan was on. My throat just got dried out. And then you could be like, wow, actually, you know, it's not even intense. It's actually just going away by the second. Tune into the energy of it's perfect right now. It's perfect right now. I feel good right now. It's perfect right now. I feel good right now. Perfect right now. I feel good right now. Wow, my throat feels so good. My throat feels so good. Can you feel in your body right now? What if things seem to get worse to the point of emotional abuse when everyone is me? Stop being in those situations. That sounds very simple right now, but let me go into detail, okay? Your reality is just reflecting the old stories. How are you treating yourself? Are you staying in places where you're being mistreated? I would never, ever, 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 ever tell someone to stay somewhere you're being mistreated. Take yourself away, go internally, select yourself, and allow your reality to reflect that. You don't have to stay in a situation. If you are ever physically in a situation where someone's physically harming you, mentally, emotionally harming you, literally leave the situation. Or if you can't leave, you're doing whatever you can do physically, right? And then you're in your mind stating wow, this situation resolved itself so easily. I'm so calm. I feel so good, etc. I'm wearing a shirt. Go away. How do people... Hold on. Let me look at your... Hi, Sheila. I want to manifest documentation change, for example, age change from a certain year. Okay, people have done that before. So you would just focus on who you are, etc. You're like, okay, cool. You know, whatever. You can do whatever. Select whatever you desire. you keep internally choosing it and your reality reflects it. You can look up stories too, success stories of people like revising their age. I know, I think Sammy Ingram has one on her page from like in one of her success story compilations. I like watching success stories. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes I want to see what other people have created and experienced. It's fun. What if I intuitively feel that my SP, who is my ex, is with someone new and it causes anxiety? Intuitively, all things exist in existence. So there's realities where they're with someone, there's realities where they're not with someone. But which reality do you want to inhabit? You want to inhabit the reality where you're together, then they're not your ex and they're not with anyone else. Period. Done. You're together. Right? If you're like, I'm inhabiting the reality where I'm thinking this into existence, my intuition, you're intuiting, you're selecting that that's the reality. Cool. That's just informing you what your inner state is. So now you get to select, no, actually, this is what's happening. I think, is it Genevieve Rackham, maybe? Genevieve, whoever that girl on YouTube is, she had a video about, like, intuition manifestation. I also have stuff about intuition manifestation, like, talk about it a lot on the podcast episode with Courtney Stevenson. But, like, basically, it's like your intuition, you're selecting. You're like, okay, that's just informing me what it was. Now what do I know? How do, like, the me that has the reality I'm desiring, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? What is my life? How real is revision? Can I change events from 2012 that would make my life completely different now? Yes. People do it all the time. People do it all the time. You're just selecting from a different past, baby. You're just selecting from a different past. You're just selecting from a different past. In the present, because it's the only place it can exist. I am right here, right now. Whatever it is you're choosing. If you're like, I'm perfectly healthy, I have all the money, I'm so successful, I'm great at what I do, I have the best self-concept, I only speak beautiful things through myself. Belief can only come after something materializes. I've heard that being said. Stop making things one thing. It's all things. So infinite iterations of reality exist. So sometimes that is the experience, sometimes it's not. If anyone is making an across the board, this is always the case thing, they're wrong. Like, you know what infinite iterations, what you assume to be true is what's true. So just choose what works for you, okay? Don't hold belief up as a reason to not, like, do something, right? Sometimes people hold themselves back from having things because they're like, well, I don't believe it yet. Cool, you know how you build a belief? Through repetition, through returning to the state, through experiencing. How did you believe that you were good at something? Oh, because I had repeated experiences with it. Great, give yourself repeated experiences with it. That's it. How'd you believe that the sun was in the sky? Well, I witnessed that. Okay, cool. Then witness what you're choosing. All up here. All up in this house. All up in this business. Okay? Select the... Mag, just select the reality that you're preferring to experience, okay? Select the reality you're preferring to experience. That was from a different iteration of reality. That was just an experience consciousness you as the infinite iterations of all things wanted to have. Because, you know, you get bored being eternity. So you're like, let me witness this, like, breakup and heartbreak. And now you get to be like, okay, we did that. Now what I want is love, joy, and full devotion. Okay? They're fully committed to me. That's the reality I'm experiencing, period, done. My word is final. Hi, cutie babies. What's up? How are you going to let an external projection of reality have the final say of what's going on inside of you? You're going to let someone walk up to you on the street and be like, you're a piece of shit. And you're going to be like, oh my God, it's true because this fucking energy over here told me so. No. Have a spine. Have a backbone. And love yourself. Okay? Have fun with that. What if I didn't want him anymore until the possibility of being with someone new crossed my mind? What are you making it mean? What are you making it mean, homie? Oh no, he wants someone that's not me. Oh no, he wants someone that's not me. Which means that I'm worthless. Okay, cool. Well, decide that that's not true. That's bullshit. It's never been true. It's not ever going to be true. You're asking me what if. You should ask you what if. What is the meaning you're making? Well, I don't want anyone else to have him. Okay, do you actually want to be with this person, or are you just feeling inadequate? Solidify yourself. I feel like I'm coming in hot today. It must be the vibe. Also, guys, this is so funny. I got acrylics for the first time in like a year and a half, right? 100%. I was having issues fastening it, so I used a safety pin. I was really proud of that. I thought that was genius. It was easy because this clasp is so tiny, and I was like trying, and I was like, you know what? Let me make this easier for me. Let me make it easier for me. Why am I struggling? I know, I'm a genius. I'm an engineer. I feel kind of lost / overwhelmed with affirmations, especially since I'm pregnant. I feel like emotions take... Why don't you... Your name is Bliss, right? Can you just take deep breaths and, like, relax into bliss? Be a pile of bliss? Be in that bliss state? Follow your own name invocation. I'm in bliss. I'm just blissful. Breathe in. Feel bliss moving through you. Connect with the energy of your baby. I have a meditation for that, too, if you want to connect with your baby. Congrats on your pregnancy, by the way. You're amazing. Take extra care of yourself. You're growing a whole ass person. A whole beautiful person. Can I make a decision that I will experience something in my 3D, or do I have to be at peace with it happening / not happening? You make the rules, dude. You make the rules. If you're deciding that you can just decide, then you have that experience. If you're deciding you have to be at peace with it, then you'll have that experience, which is just like more contingencies on shit. Let me put another constraint just to make myself miserable. You're right. I don't want him, but I don't want him to be with anyone else because I'm afraid of those feelings. Okay, well, you are all that is. You're all the energy. So sit with that. Feel that. Feel the feeling in your body without attaching to the thoughts if you can. Just observe what's going through. Breathe. Allow it to move through. Whatever thoughts come up, let them pass through. And then decide, right? Be present with yourself. It's okay for you to have your moment and then like come back and be like, what do I actually desire? Oh, I'm in my perfect, most beautiful relationship. Great. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. So I have a question, but manifesting is not an evil thing, right? It's just all about your intentions. Right. If you're causing harm, that's the manifestation of the consciousness of harm, right? Or the consciousness of like hurting something or whatever. If you're causing harm, if you're causing whatever, it's neutral until it's like, and even that, it's like causing harm could be like, causing pain isn't always a bad thing. Like a doctor breaking someone's arm that set improperly to reset it, that's resolving something. So it's all your framing and your witness and awareness of intention. If you're choosing from your highest love, wisdom, and joy, you don't have to worry about that. Or if you know that when you receive a desire, it's because it's informing you it's already here. How do I relax about money and not worry? I know money is on the way, but it's the waiting time. You're not waiting. Why are you waiting for it? It's here. It's already here. So breathe, feel it. It's like, wow, it came no matter what, right? Look at it this way. It was inevitable for it to come. In one reality, I stressed myself out and felt really, really like anxious, and I didn't get a lot of good sleep. So I was exhausted by the time I got there. The other one, I relaxed deeply, stopped stressing about it. It actually ended up coming sooner, and I felt really good the whole time instead of deteriorating myself and then playing the victim. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be a stress queen? Or do you want to be a relaxed baddie who knows what the fuck she's doing? It's your choice, mama. How do I manifest a circumstance to work out even if it feels like there's nothing that will fix it? Well, manifest means make apparent. So what you just say is it's already resolved, baby. What you choose, right? You're not saying empty words, you're choosing. It's already resolved. It resolved itself. There's infinite iterations of reality, and you think you have to get in the mud and like tear it away yourself. If you want that physical experience, you can certainly have it. It already resolved. Someone had the epiphany that they just love you and they want to be with you no matter what. That's not a stressful issue thing. That's just reality. Someone showed up at your door with flowers saying, I'm so sorry things went that way. I love you so much. I just want to be with you. We love it. Amazing. That's not a thing. That's not a problem. My favorite thing has been learning it's all just me. It feels freeing. It is freeing. It is the most freeing thing to realize, like, oh, it's just the story I'm telling. It's just the story I'm telling. Amazing for making everything so simple. Oh, you're welcome, baby. Tips on manifesting an SP. Recognize that literally every person you've ever experienced has been in the manifestation of the consciousness you were being at the time. Every person ever has been a manifestation through the consciousness you were present to. So every person ever that you've ever witnessed was coming from some sort of story you had, assumption you had, knowing you had. This person, this specific person is no different. It's just who you're putting your attention on in this one moment. So decide it all worked out. You're in your perfect, beautiful, loving relationship, or like you're in your perfect, beautiful, loving friendship. Of course you're friends. Of course you're in love. Of course you're married. Of course you're hired. And go live your fucking life. Okay? Whenever they come up, you're like thinking from the state of, it's already perfect. We're perfect together. We're just perfect together. We're the perfect couple. We're the perfect couple. We love each other so much. Okay? Tips on manifesting SP. You've been doing it the whole time, so just do it in the direction you want. Can you have accountability for how you've been thinking? Oh my God, they wouldn't like me because I'm just so different and unique and like I'm just too much for them. They're also all that is. They have the capacity of all that is to hold you. And you want to make up a fuck-ass story like, I'm too much. Oh my God, I'm just so special. Okay. All right, cool. Have fun with that. Have fun with that. I'm sure that's going to come into play a lot in your narrative. I'm going to Paris soon and I want it to be amazing, but I'm anxious because I want it to be perfect. It's already perfect. Put yourself on the other side of like, oh my God, that Paris trip was so awesome. We did everything we wanted to do. When you're in Paris and you're walking around saying to yourself, like, everything is so magical. I have the most magical days. I love traveling. I'm so good at it. Like everywhere I go and everything I do is so magical. And I always say like, I'm always meeting the most magical people. I'm always having the most magical experiences, like all that jazz. It's so fun. Thank you for that. I help relieve some of my anxiety because I don't want to do anything wrong. Everything I do is correct. Everything I do is correct. Everything works out for me. And here's the real thing. Every single time you've ever had to course correct in your life, it was easy for you, right? You're like, you know what? I did the thing and it was easy. Think about all the times like you held off making a phone call for like a year and then you made it and it took 5 minutes and then all of a sudden you felt all this energy rush back to you because you were like, wow, I haven't been, I don't have to have this come up in my mind every day of I have to make this call, I have to make this call, I have to make this call, I have to make this call. You just did it and then it's done. So like anything that would pop up for you to shift your knowing on is just going to make you even better. It's going to make you feel so good. Okay? You're always doing it correctly and you get to invoke what it is. So it's like, invoke whatever you desire to experience. I have the best self-concept. My body is phenomenal. I love myself. I'm always thriving. My business is booming. I love my rings. Oh. Do you teach identity shifting? I mean, you're always selecting the identity you're being, right? What portrayal, what information you're deciding on. I decide, right? Identify, right? Identity, identify. You're like looking and you're saying like that is what's happening. That is me, etc. So you're always shifting an identity. Internally, I love guiding people through that shift too, because it's very easy to get people back to self of like, you're the baddest bitch in this house, whatever. But as far as what you mean by identity shifting, I'm not sure, because people could come in with different definitions. So, but there's part in that. How do you go about it if they tell you that they don't want to be together and that I can't get mad? You're going to let an outer projection of reality tell you who you are and what you have? I don't think so. Take that as nothing. Don't take that at all. That's just noise. Go internally and select. If someone comes up to you, spits in your face, and says, you're a piece of shit and you're never going to be happy, are you going to believe that? Are you going to believe that person, that random ass person? No? Then don't believe a bullshit nonsense coming from something that you don't prefer. All that's telling you is what you thought was possible. You thought it was possible for this to happen. You were afraid of it happening. You were avoiding your own power by giving fuel and energy to the idea that that could happen. So come back to yourself. Select internally. Actually, everything works for me. I'm loved, valued, cherished, and chosen always. And really solidify in that. Solidify in that. Take this. Don't even like. You don't even need this as like super feedback, but all it's telling you is like, oh, that was what I was identifying with. The fact that you're buying into it, the fact that you're believing it and buying into it is also telling you, you think you have no control. You don't remember you're selecting your entire reality. It's just an invitation of like being like, no, I know what I have. I am this. It's fine. Really solidifying yourself too. And also be honest. I find that sometimes when people have it come up in the reality where the person's like, I don't want to be with you. Do you actually want to be with that person? Have you had thoughts about like, I don't really want to be with this person. They're not exactly what I want, but they're close enough. So like maybe we can make it work. Be honest and clear with yourself. If you really want to be with this person, you're your favorite best version of self and they're their favorite best version of self and you guys are perfect together. And that's the story and that's it. And you don't need to give oxygen to another story. Also, if you're fixated on this goes for everyone. If you're fixated on a person, on money, on something, are you neglecting the rest of your freaking life to fixate on this thing endlessly? If so, take that as an invitation to focus on all the areas being beautiful and lovely. Come back to yourself. Remember, everything works for you. And thrive. Thank you for that. Is there a way I can manifest for my sister if she can't mentally do it right now? She's not doing shit in your reality right now. You're selecting the version of her. Select the version of her that's thriving, healthy, happy, loving her life. Right? Otherwise, you keep selecting the version of her that's struggling. That's you, queen. Look in the mirror. Don't blame yourself. Don't be like, oh my god, I can't believe I selected that. What a waste of a moment. Be here now. Okay, wake up. You're choosing right now. Choose in the now. She's healthy. She's happy. She's wealthy. And then stay in that story. And you're like, oh, but she's not. No. Says who? Says you. The only one who's speaking in your own being and mind and head right now. Oh, she's never happy. Says you. And what an audacious thing to declare for someone. They're never happy, really. They get no pleasure or joy from a sunflower, from the breeze. Pish posh. Saying to you, I have so much anxiety manifesting this money, but I keep persisting because it already exists. Okay, how about you say I'm so peaceful? I don't know why, but I'm just really peaceful around money. I don't even know how, but I just don't even stress about money anymore. Everything's actually easy for me. I don't know how, but I'm just suddenly really good with money. I'm the best with manifesting money. Solidify your self-concept. I'm so good at manifesting anything I desire. I'm a great manifester. Manifesting money is the easiest thing in the world. I'm so good at manifesting money. If you have any doubts of that coming up, solidify yourself. Solidify yourself. Are you good at manifesting money or not? When you recognize you are all things, then you recognize I'm the one that's been manifesting money everywhere. So I'm saying all the money is over there. Everyone else has it. No one wants to give any to me. What a horrific story to tell, right? Instead of I'm thriving, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm abundant. Everyone loves paying me. My business is booming and thriving. I'm paid to exist. I'm paid to do what I love. I'm paid incredibly well to do what I love, right? Some people have the story, I can only get paid to do things I hate. What a miserable existence. Not me. Thank you. You've been on my mind. Can't stay focused. I just speak out loud to override it when... Okay. You're always focusing on something. So what you're saying is, it's easier for me to focus on things I don't like and ruminate on things I don't like than focus on things I do. Do you realize that that's what you're saying? I can't focus. Well, you keep focusing on, I don't have enough, I'm not enough, they're suffering, blah, blah, blah. You're excellent at focusing, okay? This is how I retrained my focus using matte lipstick. I'll put you on. If you don't wear lipstick, it's fine. You can do it with whatever. I used to, when I was retraining my focus, right, I used to have lots of stories about ADHD, attention, all this stuff. I would put on lipstick, I'd put on mascara, and when I put it on, I'd say, I'm so focused. I'm so good at focusing. And then every time throughout the day, part of me became aware. Well, maybe not every single time, but most of the times, every time, every time, my mind became aware of the lipstick. What would happen? It would replay, I'm focused. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm so focused. And then I would lock in and it would be easy. I'm so focused. It was great. So highly recommend, if you have any stories about anything, you can do that with anything too. You could be like, I'm so good at manifesting, and it's going to bring you back. That's a little neurological trick, right? Helping you experience it. Was the lipstick thing a placebo? I'm not saying the lipstick made me focused. I'm saying because you notice yourself throughout the day wear matte lipstick because it's sticky, right? It's like got that, it's drying. So you notice it when you're touching your lips together or when you're moving them. So then part of you that's aware of it, it draws to awareness whatever you tied to it. I'm so focused, right? Like when people pick up their phone and they've tied the meaning, he's not texting me, or I have no money. If you've tied that to your phone, right? Without even meaning to. You could call it a placebo, but like a placebo, like, I mean, everything is like, whatever. Yeah, a reminder. Because what is it? It's like bringing it to the forefront of your mind. What it is like it's bringing your statement, your affirmation, remind you, I am focused, I am focused, I am focused. And it happened very, very fast. It was only like a few days of doing that, and then I really like had no problems with my attention. It's that easy. And same thing with rings. Putting on a meaning with a ring, and then part of you, when you become aware of the ring throughout your day, or a necklace, it's going to do that. That's like a talisman, right? That's what people have been doing for millennia. None of this is unique. It's all just consciousness playing a game with itself of like, okay, what does remind mean? To mind again, to put the mind of again. I am focused. I am loved. I'm valued. I'm cherished. I'm so good with money. Utilize it to benefit you. The phone one, I know. That came to me while I was speaking, and I said, oh. Are there any limitations to what we can manifest truly? No, I don't think so. And because I don't think so, I don't experience it. Like, people literally revise death. People literally experience all sorts of things. I've never had an issue believing, though, in things like telekinesis and people flying and all that jazz, because I think throughout human history, there have been so many accounts of it. And then usually, like, some people will try and, if it's, you know, people will attribute it to a saint or something, right? Oh, they're performing a miracle. We are just consciousness, period, done. Would you recommend just deciding or sprinkling and affirming as well? What is a decision? A decision is you making a statement of, I have this thing, I am this thing. That's an affirmation. Affirm just means to confirm, to state as fact. Deciding, oh, this is the thing, that's stating as fact. Affirming is stating as fact. There's not a difference. What people get confused about is thinking that affirming has to be a session of repeated, like, thing. I like doing that because I like feeling it. I enjoy being in the experience of it. It feels good to saturate and be like, I have this, I am this, it's done. And then as you go through your day, just out and about, you're going to notice those thoughts dropping as your auto-suggestions. And isn't that nice to have that pop up as your auto suggestion. So do what feels good for you. I would recommend do what feels good for you. If you notice yourself ruminating on bullshit thoughts, when you come to awareness and you're just deciding anyway, you're just like, nah, I have this thing, which is what? An affirmation. I speak out loud to rewire my brain, and then I have intrusive thoughts come up with thoughts, and I stop telling the story about intrusive thoughts. Like, y'all, do you realize how you've made these things special by being like, it's an intrusive thought, it's a persistent thought, it just keeps coming back. I'm spending a now moment diagnosing a thought instead of just selecting the one I prefer. I started this call talking about scrolling past bullshit on your algorithm. Scroll past it if you don't prefer it. You don't want it? Great. Why do I keep getting all these tarot readings? Because you keep lingering on them. Scroll past it. Not even like, oh my god, I have to flip it. No, when you scroll past it, your next natural thought is usually going to be whatever it is you prefer anyway. I love speaking out loud. Like, I have a story that's like, you move it, you're vibrating it through your whole body, you're moving it through your whole system, you're casting it, right? But also, I'll do it internally. I'll speak in my mind. I don't have an issue doing either or. If you are noticing competing thoughts or whatever, don't even label it. Don't take that label, okay? Don't pick that up. If you're just noticing some shit you don't want, saying it out loud can help too, because it's like engaging more of you, your concentration, your effort. You have to actually speak it, and then when you're speaking it, you're also hearing it. But it doesn't matter. Anything you decide to do works for you. Decide that it all works for you. That's another thing, is people deciding that it's not working for them. That's silly, preposterous behavior. Don't do things and then be like, did it work? It didn't work. Oh my god, it didn't work. I have to do more. I have to effort it. You're just like, you love work. You could just say that. Why don't you do stuff you enjoy then? Go create something beneficial for you. It helps me every time when my mind stresses to take it opposite. That's why I love speaking out loud. Yes, it can be very beneficial to do that, but not like stressing self out. How to decide on something that has emotional weight. I feel emotionally tied to the outcome. Decide that you're bigger than it. Remember that you're bigger than it. Do you remember how vast and cosmic and infinite you are? If no, then it makes sense you're feeling trampled by a little like thing. But you are all that is, queen. Feel your feelings if you want to, but don't be like ridden by them for months. Witness it, and then after fully, if you stop, because the thing is, usually people like feel something for months because they're resisting it. Or they're, by resisting, I'm not saying, oh my god, I have resistance, because that's a decision, right? What I'm saying is, like, you're trying to avoid feeling it because you're afraid of it. You are all that is. You can feel something in a moment and then know that in the next moment you decide what is, and then that is what is. Kind of crazy, but can I manifest an SP even if he's straight and not into me? People do this all the time, babe. You're not unique. You're not different. People do it all the time. They're into you. Period. Done. Reality's infinite. That's not a limitation. There's no 3P. There is no 3P. It's just you, queen. You offending yourself. You're looking outside and being like, that's the fact, instead of looking in here and being like, that's the fact. And then it generates from that. It has no choice. That's the fact. That's the fact. That's the fact. This is the fact. This is the fact. Oh, speaking out loud in public. Speak out loud under my breath. I always say everything's always working out for me no matter what it is. Yeah, and you could also say, like, I always hear the best, most beautiful, wonderful things. It's always working for me. I'm the best. I'm the best. Wah ha 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 ha. Wee. I'm always benefiting. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, everything's always beneficial for me. I love myself so much. It's always working for me. I love myself. I always say everything's working out for me no matter what. So I was saying I wanted some snacks, and then later on our pilot that me and my mom snacks. Aw, thank you, babe. Oh, you manifested snacks too. I love that. I love manifesting food. Manifesting food is so easy for me. Manifesting everything is so easy for me. I'm always getting the best of everything. No matter where I go, no matter what I do. Been saying that I'm safe and loved and respected wherever I go and whoever I'm with, no matter what. Yeah, that's great too. If you ever are feeling anxious and all this bullshit, like focusing on the fact that you're safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. It's safe for me to decide. It's safe for me to choose. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I'm always safe. And the thing is, you're choosing that as your reality. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. That's not to say saying I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, and then putting yourself into harm's way. Too. Like, utilize it when it benefits you. But also if you're like putting yourself into situations where you're actually internally freaking out and anxious all the time, you're trying to move from that into being in your safe, thriving, happy, healthy life. So hard not to be hung up on time if we want to experience by a certain time. You're in the now moment, so experience it now. If you get that, then you're not hanging up on time. But I want it right now, so give it to yourself right now. But it's not here right now. Yeah, because you said so. You emit time. So emit the moment. I have it, I have it, I have it, I have it, I have it. And then that's what you get to experience in the projection of your reality. Hung up on time, you don't get what time is. That's what that's saying. Time is a projection of you. Time is the projection of you. Time is you. Time is not an external thing. Time is you. You are time. You are the time you're experiencing. You're the time you're experiencing. I'm going to say it again. You are time. You are the time. You're the time you're experiencing. You're the one saying, it's happening so slowly. I'm waiting. It's not here yet. In the now moment, you have the audacity to invoke that with all your power. And all your consciousness, or unconsciousness, as it were. Instead of being in the now moment of, I have this, I am this, it's done. Balls. I have this, I am this, it's done. It's already done, it's already here, because everything exists in existence, and yet you're using a now moment to say, it's not here yet, I'm waiting. It's not here yet, I'm waiting. My now moment is just waiting. My now moment is buffering. My now moment is that little wheel loading, 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 loading. I keep waiting, I keep waiting, I keep waiting. Same thing when people are like, I'm healing, I'm healing, I'm healing. It's taking forever, it's taking forever. This is taking forever. Oh my God. Oh my God. The delay, the delay, the delay. They keep delaying it, they keep delaying it. You You are the only denominator, not even just the common denominator. You're the only denominator. You're the only factor. Audacity. Be audacious in a way that benefits you. Everything I desire comes to me rapidly. Everything I want wants me more. I'm receiving the most wonderful, beautiful things. And on that note, I'm going to wrap this live up. And I'll see you guys soon. I'll put this up on the YouTubes. You're beautiful, wonderful, phenomenal, and perfect. And everything benefits you. All right. Adore you. Have a beautiful day. And if you're desiring one-on-one attention, that's available. Courses available. You perfect. Oh, also, if you're on the YouTubes, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and all that jazz.